You don't tell me what to do? Do you even know who I am? I know you're about to make a mistake, Caprio replied softly. That was enough to snap the young man. In a blur of rage, Ethan swung. The punch struck Judge Caprio in the face, knocking him to the ground. Students nearby gasped and pulled out phones. Ethan grabbed Caprio's collar and shouted, "My dad runs this city. Nobody can touch me." Sirens arrived within minutes, but the officers didn't handcuff Ethan. They didn't even question him. Instead, they lifted him gently by the arm and practically bowed in apology. "Sir, we'll take care of this," one officer whispered to Ethan. Then, unbelievably, they turned to Judge Caprio. "Do you want medical assistance? Maybe we can." "Overlook the situation tonight." The officers refused to file the report. The entire incident was swept away like garbage thrown into the river. Except Judge Caprio wasn't someone who allowed the truth to drown. He went home with a swollen jaw and a deep sadness in his chest, not from the assault, but from the failure of the very system he dedicated his life to. The following morning, Chief Damon Merrow himself arrived at Caprio's doorstep. Polished boots, pressed uniform, and a smile to rehearse to be genuine. "Judge Caprio," he said warmly, "I heard there was a misunderstanding with my son. Boys will be boys. I'd appreciate it if we handled this privately." Caprio looked him in the eyes. "Your son assaulted me, and your officers attempted to hide it." Chief Merrow stepped closer. "With respect, Judge, you're retired. You don't have authority anymore. Let this go for both our sakes." The message was clear. Surrender or be silenced. Caprio had spent decades telling young people, poor families, immigrants, veterans, and the voiceless that the law protected them. If he backed down now, every word he ever spoke would become a lie. So he did the opposite. Caprio looked at him with the same calm he used with frightened teenagers and hardened criminals. "You attempted to suppress a violent crime committed by your son. Do you deny it?" Chief Merrow straightened. "My priority is maintaining order in this city." Caprio leaned in slightly. "Order or control?" The chief didn't answer. After hours of testimony, Caprio delivered his ruling. Ethan Merrow, you assaulted a citizen, regardless of age or position. You endangered the public by driving intoxicated. You attempted to use your family's status as a shield. He paused. The courtroom held its breath. You are sentenced to 1 year in a rehabilitation program, 6 months of community service assisting veterans, and mandatory weekly counseling. Ethan's jaw dropped. No privilege, no immunity. Then Caprio turned to the officers. As for Caprio, he returned to teaching. But now, every classroom was packed with students eager to learn from the man who proved that justice still had a heartbeat.